I don't know. What happened to my music? I don't know. Does this work? That don't work either. What happened here? Ah, is that what it is? Let me see. Alright, that's what it is. Anyway. Let me put this back on just because. How you doing there, Jeff Wasevich? My good friend Big Small Worlds is here. Peeking through the cracks as he does. Watching closely to what goes on over here. Just down the road in YouTube Alley. Little Fritz's little alcove. Yeah, what's he up to? What's going on? What are you guys up to? What's happening? Was on last night as well. You guys missed that. You guys missed that. Big Small, Jeff. You guys missed it. I was on last night for what, 5 hours? Come on. Big Small was sleeping. I'll let him off the hook. I could hear him snoring across the pond here. Wearing his big feathered hat over his face. Don't worry, we can provide our own music. Music's taken care of. We're good. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. Takes getting used to again. Working on some Flames of War. Not so tiny tanks. Working on infantry, actually. Did these guys last night. A little 15 mil again, huh? I'm trying to fix my camera here. I can't see. Careful, careful. Don't want to blind people. Let's get our foci. Little foci here. Let me see, is that good? No, it's not good. Let's try this again. There. Is that good? So at least it's not blurry when I'm painting. That looks okay. Maybe we can zoom in a little bit. Oh, there we go. I did, working on Shevardino rules. Yes, you are. You've been working on them a long time. Got distracted. Did I miss anything important? Yeah, me painting. Come on, what's the matter with you, Big Small? Do you have to ask? Oh, the horror. A very important session of painting. Not really. Cat dumped all my figures on the floor. Live. That did happen. Not necessarily an important event, but quite dramatic. I'm going to bring them over, actually. I got to get another strip here. I got to get some brown. See, I don't have the proper brown I want, so I'm going to have to do what I got to do. Wild Riders. Elves on Stags. sounds good. I grab my minis. And then I gotta search for a brown. You all want? Have yourself a drink. Chivadino. Find that brown. Do you have a scenarios tracked in? Do you have all the scenarios tacked in? Scenarios all tacked in. Do I have all the scenarios tacked in? You talking to me? You talking to me, Jeff? You talking to me? Scenarios? German camo, medium brown. 826. I want to see P dot on those grenadiers. No, no P dot. No P dot. This is the 9th Panzer Division. Actually, they could be anything at this stage. Beige brown. Yeah, I need 826. German camo medium brown, which I don't have. I don't think I've ever had it. And I've always used a different shade of brown. If you look at this little thing here, you'll see what colors we're looking at. 826 is right here. Right there's 826. Here's flat brown. That gives you an idea. Can't use that. I don't have any of these. I got cavalry brown. These are way too dark. German camo medium brown. It's funny I don't have that. I think I did have it and I used it all. For sure. We are going for Heer. This is the camo patterns we're using. I only need it on these. I got 2 guys with camo on their helmets. That's it. Got some other bits of equipment to paint. No guts, no glory. I have them all tacked in. It's like the Russians. The more random, the better. Yeah, things got pretty desperate towards the end of the war, right? Pretty desperate. Desperate and brutal. Mealy bag. Bread bag. So let's see what I got for browns. Can't even read the numbers of these anymore. That's too dark, I know that. Ba, 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 ba. What's this? Tan earth. I have some Andrea browns. I got a full assortment. I think I'll probably use one of those. What is this? So how you been, Jeff? How is everything? My good friend, Big Small, how you been? Life treating you good? I feel like a bartender. Are these even brown? Yeah, they are brown. I got a couple different sets here. I don't know what they are. I guess that's brown. Got some blues. I don't think I have the blues out. I got some brown over there. Let me grab that real quick. This one and this one. How you doing, Squirrel? Long time no see. Campaign is keeping me silly busy. Yeah, I see your stuff. I see you posting away there. Keeping the story going. Boy, how much story do you have left in you, man? As long as you keep playing, right? $826. Let me see here. Let me try and match it. This is digital, so it's not accurate, but still. That looks like a good match. Maybe that'll work. I don't even know if that's brown. I don't think it is. So we got these two. Let's see if we can do something with that. Chocolate brown. Busy driving home. 8:30 p.m. arrival. That's a long drive, man. What, are you listening in? You be safe, man. I'd seriously settle for close. I agree. There's about 20 more videos before we get to where the campaign is now. And right now there are 3 major wars about to explode into the story. Jeez. Yikes. Oh, these are pretty close, these two, actually. I like this one. Yeah, I'll use that. If I don't like it, we'll try this one. I'll try and finish these and start another strip. That's what I want to do. In a second here. Well, it's good to see everybody's still alive. I was on yesterday. Had a 4-hour plus chat. It was good fun. Haven't been on doing streams in about a month, a little over a month. Busy, of course. Things still coming along slow here. But, yeah. Do you muddy up your Flames of War guys? Yeah, I do, actually. I do weathering on all the tanks, for sure. And, my infantry, they're so small, but I always give them a wash of a strong tone, which will darken them up. So they look weathered, too. I don't worry too much about crisp, clean-looking models at all. So they look pretty crisp right now, but they'll get a wash. It'll darken up everything and look proper. But yeah, I weather all my tanks for sure. We've been playing a lot of, not a lot. We played our first game of Desert War. Flames of War. Just a few days ago. Or over the weekend, rather. It was the first time I played Desert War. First time Jake's played a full game of Flames of War. It was semi-full game. He likes it a lot. So does Jesse, really. And for the first time, this game was special to me for another reason. Finally got a chance to put Ian's miniatures on the table, and how appropriate was it that it was Jake's first game. Ian really wanted to meet Jake, and he'd be so happy to know Jake was sitting there pushing around his little Crusaders, tanks, Shermans. And I got some pictures of those. I shared them. I don't know where I shared them. Discord and Facebook. Or Instagram. So it was twice special for me. Fantastic. It's mind-blowing that this 9-year-old gets interested in Flames of War. And Jesse, too. He likes it. So that's good. The historical stuff, you know? It's a nice start. So still doing the 40K stuff, too. But I'm kind of motivated, as you'd expect, because, oh my gosh, Flames of War, you know? Yeah, let's paint up more tanks and infantry and put them in the game for these guys. And Jesse was just asking me this morning, oh, is there infantry in the game? Yeah, there's infantry in the game. It's got everything, aircraft, everything you can imagine. So. It was a good battle. I played the Germans and Italians. Had some Panzer IVs in there. Late war, Europe theater. Shh, don't tell anybody. They were a little bit more powerful. But anyway, I had 3 of those. And what else did I have? I had a couple platoons of Italian garbage. Savante tanks or whatever they are. Self-propelled guns, which did really good. And then I had the M14s or something. I don't know what they were. They didn't do so well. They got blasted to pieces. Going against Crusader 2s and 3s. 6 of them. 2 3s and 4 2s. And then a 3-tank platoon of Shermans, which did great. The Crusaders, by the way, did horrible. I think it was 2 that survived out of 6 by the end of the battle. Just didn't do very good at all, which is surprising to me. I don't know much about these tanks, or that theater even. But they look really modern, these tanks. But they didn't do too good against my Panzer IVs. Late war, Europe, theater, D-Day. Shh. And what else did the Brits had? They had the Shermans, the Crusaders, and what were they? Not Cromwell's. Samavante. Or however you pronounce that. Self-propelled guns. What were they? Another British... Oh, the Grants. Grants did surprisingly well, to me. Yeah. Won the day. Germans and Italians got destroyed. Would I play again in that theater? Yeah, I would. I actually enjoyed it. Desert theater stuff. I'm really glad I got to put them on the table for Ian. Desert theater is not my bag, but I broke out the desert terrain and the dunes. Had a little building in there. It was actually an orc building from Epic 40K. Shh, don't tell nobody. And lots of palm trees. It was an interesting clash. Big Small World says, put a pic of the work in progress elves in the miniature gaming thread on the Discord. I'm gonna look at it right now. Discord. Now I'll show some of these. RPG Grandma was in yesterday. I posted this for. These are ogres she did. One on the far left. It's hard to see here, but one on the far left she scratch built out of putty. It's a good what, 4 or 5 inches tall? Yeah, she did those. And let's see. Work in progress elves. Elves and stags. I like those elves. What elves are those? Are they the new models? Nice. Very nice. Screw up the butt. Got little coins going on there. Yeah, looks good. Good. They're nice little stags. I like them. I never seen these Cav for the elves. So yeah, they like the new ones. I'd never seen them before. Where's my thing? Luke Farrell has joined the crowd. Good evening from England. Sorry I'm a bit late. All good. Take your time. Pull up a chair alongside the hearth here. Maybe get some figures out. Get the old brush wet. Let's get that off the screen. Shunga. Phone pic. Maybe fuzzy. Not sure. Looked perfect to me. My phone takes terrible pictures. It's like 10 years old. I'm still using it. It doesn't take good pictures. I gotta get a new phone. But anyway. There you go. Compliments of Luke. And Wild Riders, 8th edition, I believe. Huh. I don't remember them. Never seen them. I only played a little of 8th edition. Well, maybe 2 games. 3, maybe. And that was with my Bretonians, Skaven, and some dwarves. And then I didn't play anymore. I sold everything. So I never caught up on the Wood Elves. Got a fully painted High Elf army, though. Still, I didn't get rid of that. Because it's not mine. Shh. I have so much to paint for the campaign. Truly silly amount of stuff. And that's after 2 months of churning out regiments. I hope they go to war. Keep it going, keep it going. It's almost midnight on a Friday evening. Not a time for painting. But you'll motivate me for the weekend. For sure. For sure I will. I'm going to do some whip cracking here in a minute. Get you guys churning them out. Like big, small. If I get myself organized here and actually paint something myself, that would be outstanding. Yeah, I'm going to put some brown on these guys. Camo. See what else I need to do for that. And then I'll set them aside and pull out another strip, I guess. I got a strip here. 6 guys. How many's on here? 7? Yeah. Got to clean them off. They're covered with hair. Cat hair. You can do a little bit more. Yeah? A little bit. It's always time to do a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A little bit. What's that I'm doing? It's late here. 7 o'clock. Jeez, boy, I'm starting these late. Holy smokes, what's going on here? Normally I do these like 3 hours earlier. It's okay, I've been busy. My schedule is pretty all over the place. Helping Jesse move in. He's over there right now, actually. Gotta roll. Have a good one, guys. Take care, Jeff. Be safe, my friend. Talk to you again soon. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Turn up the music a little bit for you guys. I've been painting since I've been painting 6mm Austrians. That's not a midnight job, but it's a Friday, so a couple of drinks have been drunk. Okay, there you go. Good start. Good start is what that is. I supposed one beer and could not face another. It seems I have turned an unexpected corner in life. Never thought I would not want a second beer on a Friday night. Might just be the heat, though. Yeah, I gotta keep that in mind, Big Small. Cold Guinness, followed by G&T. So nice and light on a sunny night, sunny evening. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. It's a beautiful evening. Here on the east coast of the United States of America, 6:56. The temperature's 74 degrees and sunny. Yeah. Of course, it's getting late now. It'll start getting dark around 8:30, I think, p.m. That is. Yeah, I like that brown. That might work perfect. Let me take a look at the other one. The yuckiness may have put me off imbibing. Zams. Oh, come on. That's not a bad brown either. Kind of pale, though. Yeah, I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one, Andrea. Looks like a good substitute for 826 Vallejo game color range, which is German Camo Medium Brown. Might have a different name nowadays, but yeah. That's what we're going to use. Andrea something. It's one of the browns. I should make a note of that. Give this a little mark of some sort to remind me, since I'll be painting a lot of these Germans. No speed paint on these guys. I don't have any medium, so I don't have the right colors for speed paint. I've yet to paint a figure with speed paint 15mm too, so that'll be a fun experiment for me. Got an idea how I'll do it, but until then, we're just going to paint them the old-fashioned way. And I do love my speed paints. Oof, I love them. So we're definitely going to try that eventually. Not painting now. Instead, putting together the figures. That's a good idea. That's what I do. When I get tired, I don't paint. I break out. You make too many mistakes when you're tired. But I'll do things like terrain or any crafting projects. Start working on that. Something. Little things. Or start priming figures or cleaning up figures. But everybody hates cleaning up figures. That's not even something to look forward to at the end of the evening. Ugh. For my next video, still have several new scenes to set up and photograph. You do. But the text and audio are done. Well, you got a full production house there, man. When are you going to start hiring folks? Production assistant. out how fun it was painting my Flames of War. It's a stunning campaign. Hope you release the novel. You could, man, you could. It's really good stuff. Especially the way he just narrates the whole thing. It sounds like he's reading a novel. So kudos for that. It's very well done. German Camel Dark Green. German Camel Medium Brown. Zigzag. Blah 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 blah. Luftwaffe. So 823. That's the Luftwaffe. I think I have that here. Where is it? Extra dark green? No. Luftwaffe? Luft. German camo dark green. No. Field Grey Grunna. Luftwaffe. There it is. That's it. That's what I want. Number 823. Model color range Vallejo. Got to shake that up a bit. It would be several mini novels, I believe. Probably. I think it would be a good read, though. Honestly, you've got it set up perfect for it. So is there anybody else doing 15mm scale? I heard 6mm floating around the chat. I know 28mm a thing. I know Squirrel's listening in, so he's definitely 15mm. I got you, Squirrel. I got you, Squirrel. I know you're there. Pretty good. A little too much camo on the hat, though. Spread it out a little bit here. Get some splinter designs. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, I only had 2 hats to do. 2 helmets. Yeah, that turned out really good. I don't see any guys with smocks on. Maybe. Well. 6 10mm and Warlord Epic. So you like the smaller scales. Why is that? Did you do bigger scales previously? What's the reasoning for the smaller scales? Besides, oh, I like it. Mass Effect. Are there any other reasons? Storage, space. If you get the technique down pat, it is faster to paint them, for sure. I've painted so many 10mm, I'm almost lost my mind. I used to paint 28mm, but I'm not a fan of painting. The smaller scale seems easier. Plus the usuals that you mentioned, cost store, etc., etc. Well, I totally get that. The main reason I did 10mm was for the Mass Effect. And I found if you get the right range of figures, it's actually quite satisfying to paint those little guys. You know, reasonable detail, and they look fantastic when they're put together in a mass. Just the way it should look at that scale. It is quite satisfying. Comparable to, say, 28mm. You know, it's very satisfying to paint a 28mm to a conclusion. Just looks so beautiful. It's satisfying. So, yeah, I used to get that with the smaller scale figures, even though you're painting less and not as detailed. It's still quite satisfying. With me, though, I like details. The more the better. I like all that stuff. And I do like to see them. So, 28's my favorite scale to paint. 15mm, not so much. They're just too small. 10mm are small, so you change your painting technique completely. And I probably enjoy painting 10 more than I do 15s, honestly. 15s are like that in between. You know, you paint them like a 28 because of the detail and the size. But 10s you can't paint like a 28 at all. That's probably why. At least that's how I treat it. These guys are 15, but I don't fuss about them. You know? I mean, they're going to look pretty good once they get that wash put on them. And I'm happy with that. Especially with World War II, I like realistic looking, gritty looking uniforms, dirtied up and stuff. So, you don't really have to fuss too much. And plus I black prime. So I can get away with a lot. So this I do enjoy. I don't mind painting. 10mm Battle of Megiddo. Megiddo? What battle is that? Looks stunning. What period did you say you were painting? Not sure I caught that. What is that battle? Storage has become critical here. I'm sorry, I have to chuckle when you say that. Because you have so much. And you just keep adding to it. Critical indeed. You're reaching the critical mass point. It's gonna get ridiculous. I think you did a tour of your game room, didn't you? Kinda you did. I saw it on that one stream you were on. Kinda showed it off. I can only imagine. For whatever reason, I visualize you sitting there chatting away, painting with your big flop hat with a giant feather in it. I don't know why. I wonder why. Like right now, I see you with that big hat. Not the simple hat that you had, but a big flamboyantly type of hat. Anyway, let me get on with this here. Moved from room to room to the attic. Wish I'd done the campaign at a smaller scale. Yeah. Megiddo in 10mm. It's the first recorded big battle in history. Give us the word Armageddon. Megiddo. 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 Is it really? I didn't know that. First recorded battle in history? Big battle. I'm going to have to look that up. I'd do it right now if I wasn't painting. I'll write it down, actually. See what that has in store for me. I have several such hats, and several have panache feathers. And why not? 'Tis manly, I tell you. Ah, yes it is. It definitely is. I agree with you. Well, then we could bring it back in fashion. First recorded battle. I'll look it up. I have a lot of questions, but I'll look it up. Probably talk about it tomorrow. '15th century BC. Ah, okay. Of course, the chariot era. It is interesting. Into the ancients period? Is that your thing? Is that your jam? Ancient stuff? I did a lot of ancients gaming. Not so much now. The only arm I got nowadays is my feudal English. Where is your canteen? I think I see you. We must paint the canteen. What happened to this guy? The detail on that is horrible. Not a fan of some of these Battlefront plastics. I'll take the metals any day. Okay. That particular battle has always interested me, but I'll play most periods, not overly interested in anything 20th century. I'm trying to do more World War II, honestly. Which is still, to this day, new to me. I've taken classes in it, and I got interested in it back in 2012 or something because of Flames of War. I never had an interest prior to that in World War II or modern stuff. Never did. But since then, it's like, I don't know, I really am intrigued by it. Probably because there's so much about it. Videos and photos and people still alive. Can't be many. That's kind of cool to me. But it's never been my favorite period. So I'm kind of diving deeper into it. Particularly parts of the conflict that I am least knowledgeable of. Like eventually the Pacific Theater. That's something I know very little about. Just the basics that we all know. But yeah. And gaming is a great motivator to do such a thing. So, yeah. That's where I sat. I would love to do a big campaign in low fantasy, ancient world like Jason and the Argonauts. Gods and monsters, Bronze Age armies. Yeah, that sounds pretty exciting, actually. That's right, Big Small. You really don't do anything else. Which is commendable. You do the Warhammer thing. I would think English Civil War, plural, would be right up your alley. You could do that stuff and take stuff on display for your talks and stuff. I mean, you know so much about the uniforms and dress to begin with. Seems you'd be a national for that. Talk about the battles and the tactics and the personas. As far as a good historical period, that'd be right up your alley. I'm going to use flat brown for the rifle, which is very dark. Gewehr. What are you doing here? Finish the figure list apart from some red text markers, or I will have the list of figures and the new pictures I will do this weekend. I suspect this campaign will never end. Good, good. So I am but dreaming of the campaigns of the future. It's almost like a role-playing campaign. I guess it kind of is what you're doing. I read about one guy who's been playing, I think it's a D&D campaign. He's been playing since the 80s, and it's the same campaign. Same story, same land. Players change, of course, but he's collected notes and stories and stuff that just goes on and on. Now that's the way to play a freaking campaign. I wish I could do that. Getting too old to start now. They'll only last so long. I don't think I could do a campaign for 40 years at this stage. I'm going to be reenacting an English Civil War battle in a few weeks' time, marching around with matchlock musket on my shoulder. That's right, yeah. Watch out for that really long musket. It is a role-playing campaign. It is. Each player is just one character who happens to command armies. It is. And you do actually play Warhammer Fantasy roleplay. That's connected to your campaign, right? I mean, it's all one big thing. I don't know many people that do that, so yeah, you are actually doing just that. One of those real lifelong type sandbox campaigns. Hold on. Check something real quick. Okay. Let's see where I'm at here. Time travel. Gonna have to go since it's big small. That's okay. It's 7th. It's late for you, man. I'm sure Luke is the same way. Don't you guys worry about it. I'll be back again probably tomorrow. While awake, thinking of the lovely flag I have to hack off the figure I just put in the miniature gaming thread. Over on Discord. My eyes are fuzzy. Tiredness is setting in. That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed. Oh yeah, the flag. I see it now. I have to change the flag on the figure gave me. I'm ever reluctant to do so. I really like this flag. Let me show it off here in the chat. Because it does look so good. Shunk. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, magnificent flag. It's got an Austrian vibe. Nice figure too. Your paint disc looks like mine. I even got the same brush. Yeah, that's a beautiful flag. Looks like it's hand drawn. I don't know. It's really good if it is. That's beautiful, actually. Is that hand drawn? Maybe it isn't. It looks too freaking good. I don't know. The screw is killing me. Can't take it. Ah! Okay. I just closed my Discord for some reason. Whoops. Whoopage. Forgot how to do this. Ah. There we go. What was I doing? Flat brown. We're putting flat brown on the guns. Rifles. Where's my Optivisor? Here it is. Hold on. Can't do anything without the old Opti. Now that's actually a good color for the wood. So I'm going to try and be on in the chats a little bit more often lately because I'm getting my chutzpah back to do a little painting. So you guys can watch out for me in your feeds. I usually do these paint along type chats almost every day. Once I get the vibe to paint, there's no stopping me. It's what I do. Granted, I am semi-retired now from commission painting, which means I don't do huge armies anymore because I just can't do it. I don't really want to be honest with you. I want to actually have time for my own hobby, especially now in this part of my life. But yeah. I don't think it's hand drawn. Has to be printed. Be replaced with a printed one. Gonna have to come up with something as nice, otherwise I'll feel guilt for chopping this one off. Anywho, good night. I am off. to Bedlingtons. You are, my friend. Enjoy your sleep. I'll talk to you again tomorrow, I hope. There he is, everybody. Big Small Worlds. Once again. Joining us here. You can see him on a number of different streams occasionally. I don't think he does his own streams as of at the moment, but does great stuff on his channel. If I had it open, I would put the address up on the chat, but all you gotta do is look up Big Small Worlds. It's right there, boom. YouTubeage. I'll show you how it's done, how to do a campaign the narrative way. How to do a proper narrative. Petals. Schmeitzer here. Schmeitzer. I'm not going to paint that any wood. We'll keep that black. This little potato masher. Put some wood on that. It's got a gun on his back here. Let's paint that. Where is it? There it is. Next guy. Looks good. I gotta flip them and do the other side of these rifles here. Perfect. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. One more here. Looks good. paint these spades too. Da, 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 da. More grenades. Oh, there's one. I see a grenade tucked in the guy's belt. Can't fool me. I know you're there. There you are. I see you. There's another one. There's a lot going on in some of these models. Ay, ay, ay. Gunmetal. $70 degrees. Still a little bit sunny. All right, I'm going to put these away. Folks, I'm going to call it here. We're down to one viewer anyway. So, yeah, I'll call it right here. So I can get something else done around here. But, Squirrel, if you're still out there, safe trip home. And I'll probably see you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow's, let's see, Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. So I'm probably going to be on tomorrow. Have a little fun here. Do some more paint and all that other good stuff. I hope you guys enjoy the evening. I got some stuff done. I hope you guys did too. So, we'll leave it at that. Thanks everybody for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Hang in there. You know why? It's only going to get better. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, folks.